A blip, a second, half a second. That's how much a photo used to catch. A tiny blip. There used to be stilted set-up scenes where everyone may as well have been statues or fake bullet points of holidays, birthdays, Christmases, achievements. You had your roll of film and you hoped for the best. But now, with the birth of the internet and digital cameras, they capture, well, everything. You take 100 and delete the ones you don't want. The unflattering ones, the embarrassing ones, the useless ones, and the ones that tell the truth. So all you're left with is the perfect picture. This is me and Ruby. This is the last picture we ever took together. Look at it. You'd never know. And this is the first. Donnie's house party. And that's Donnie there in the middle, grinning away like the retard he is. She was being chatted up by this Mexican dick. As soon as I arrived, I couldn't take my eyes off her, but I couldn't get close to her as my ex-girlfriend was there. Samantha, bitch. But the night continued, drinks were drunk, and we finally got talking. She was a model. We talked about our childhoods, where we studied, our dreams, everything. We clicked. This was it. The first 6 months, it was perfection. But as our love grew, so did our insecurities. I was jealous of all her exes. She didn't like how close I was with Michelle from work. We started arguing over little things at first, but then they became more personal, more vicious. On the day this photo was taken, we broke up. I'm not sure who suggested it, but we both wanted it. Freedom. I once again entered the glorious world of the single man. I think we were both glad to get out. In fact, I know we were. But then, after a few weeks, I started to miss her. Started to miss her a lot. She wasn't missing me. Not at all. She was like every woman I'd ever been out with. Once she was out, she didn't want back in. Oh, I loved her. I needed her back. I called her every day. I obsessively went through her pictures. I don't know when it began, but once I started following her, I couldn't stop. I'd bunk off work to do it. I developed a whole schedule. I'd know what day she went food shopping, when she had to go to her agency, where she'd go with friends. I'd follow her to shoots. And then she met him again. The Mexican dick. Freddie. Perfect Freddie. He's a musician, a saint, the second coming. I watched them. As they fell in love, as they got to a place we couldn't even get close to. I wanted to kill them, I wanted to destroy them, I wanted them to die in a terrible accident, I wanted them to burn, to bleed, to rot away, but then, suddenly I saw it. I realised, me and Ruby were never going to be like that with each other. We just didn't click the right way, but her and Captain Amazing there, they really had something going on. When I looked at them, I didn't feel angry or jealous anymore. I felt like I'd been wasting a lot of my time, and I hoped I hadn't lost my job. 7 months later, I was in a dentist's, and there was a couple of women's magazines lying about. I flicked through one to pass the time, and I found this picture. It was an advert for Thrush cream. Made me laugh at first, but then... Isn't it funny how you can know somebody inside out, and then suddenly they just become an image, a bullet point, a blip?
Find a new romance, another true romance. Give yourself another chance. Forgive your brothers and sisters. Find some time for tea and wine.